Well, today we are mudlarking with a purpose. Well, here I am, back in the garden, sat by my shed. But we're about to go mudlarking. And today, I know you all think the only thing I think about is bricks, but that's not quite true. But perhaps it's true this time, because I want to get my brick project underway. And I've got loads of bricks here. I've got plenty of bricks with lots of names on them and a real good variety. But I know this sounds a bit embarrassing, but a very common brick is missing from my collection, and one that's not so common. You see, we found this brick recently, and we were told by some of our followers that it stood for the Tredegar Iron Company. Now, that was the early brick press for the Tredegar Iron Company, and we've spoken of Tredegar so many times. But we've also said about how Tredegar bricks are so common, we find them everywhere. But I don't have one in my collection because I've never brought one back, because they've always been at far-flung places, and I've always assumed I had one here. I don't. Neither do I have the NCB Tredegar brick. So today, as we go out on our mudlark, my primary purpose is to come back with a Tredegar and an NCB Tredegar brick to put with my Tredegar Iron Company and then set them together in the work I've got in mind. So come and join us as we go on our local river. Caroline will be mudlarking and I'll be searching for bricks. So here we are on the river. I'm in search of bricks. Obviously, if I see anything else, I'm going to pick it up and I'll share it with you all. And Caroline, while I'm brick hunting, will be taking you all on a mudlark. Mankey's coming with me, but we're feeling quite positive because already as we climb down to the river, I've picked up a brick that I think says ABC.
Looks like.
Perhaps Pottery Brick Company or something like that.
Could well be.
But by my feet there's a brick, but I noticed it's a baldy one.
Oh yes, it's a baldy brick.
And just behind you there's another 1.5 bricks, but I can't see anything on those either.
Oh no, but look what I can see. Aha! It's a little piece of blue or white.
Well, there we are. It could be rich pickings all round. We might get a decent game of plain or patterned out of this beach. Let's see what we find. I'm off to look for Tredegar bricks.
It's a bit rough that way, but it's lovely and calm this way. So come on, pop your wellies on and in we go. It's quite deep. Don't forget, shout if you see something. Something brightly coloured there. Aha, it's a watch. I bet that's not the right time. No, it's definitely not 4:15. What's that? You saw something? Where? Back a bit? Oh, there. Well spotted. Alright, let's have a look what it is. Oh, it's the bottom of a little jug or a cup, I think. Plain, no patterned. Oh, Piece of white ceramic. That's obviously manufactured. I wonder what that's of. What do you think?
No more bricks yet, but this little beach could be a little treasure trove for me. Because when it comes to making the plain or pattern games, getting pieces that are fully rounded, no sharp edges, is rare. Because even when they've been in the river, they tend to get smashed as they travel along, and when they've just dropped out of the banking, they're quite sharp. But here, just on the floor there, I can already see a piece. I can see another piece there, and I spotted another piece round the corner.
Ooh,
Would you like to have a look at them with me? Just here.
Oh, now that's definitely patterned, we can see already.
See how smooth off it is by the river as well?
Oh, that's nice.
There's very little work for me to have to do on that.
Right, what else?
Yeah.
Oh, another piece.
Because I haven't picked any of these up, so I just spotted them on the ground. That's a bit of a base, is it?
Yes, I think so, and that's plain. Did you see this
Just
one?
under there, yeah, there's something under the stone a little bit, or a big bit. Oh, that could be the top of the pot.
It could well be, yes. The ridge along the top. Oh, here's a piece of metal. Is this copper? No, it's just a little bit of steel.
Just the other side of this flat stone, I spotted something else.
Ooh.
Where's it by? Where's it by? Where's it by?
Was it this yellow thing?
Oh, I didn't see that, no.
Oh, look. That is out of a child's tea set. Oh, I don't know, probably 60s, do you think? Oh, that's nice. It's broken. Bit of a shame, but that's nice. I like that. I love old plastic things.
While you're distracted by your old plastic, I've seen what I was looking for. Can you see it?
Let's have a look. We'll walk along and see if anybody spots it. Don't forget, shout if you see something. Did I hear somebody shout? Aha! It's a piece of blue and white, and yes, that is really well rounded,
isn't it? It's lovely. Spotted those couple, so I'm hoping there's going to be more. Yes, I'm on a brick hunt, but I'm not going to turn my nose up at perfect river pieces of pottery, ideal for our plain or patterned.
Ooh, let's have a little look in this beach area. I've seen something here, which I'm guessing is a bit of a flagon. Either that or some sort of pot. I've had this before. It must be the way they break. You get like tooth marks on them. Let's have a look if there's anything else. Oh, is that blue glass there? No, it's brown or amber. Oh, look at those pretty berries. There's another lot of pretty berries, which just goes to show the importance of looking up when you're mudlarking, because they came from somewhere. Let's have a look. Here are all the roots. And if we look up, I can't actually see any berry trees. Strange. I wonder where they came from. Ah, there's a holly tree. There. I wonder if big clumps of berries are coming off. Ah, I can see right up in the distance there. There's a mountain ash tree. So that's where they're coming from. And a big lump of metal. I wonder if it's... Oh, it's coming up. Sometimes these are so deeply buried. Oh, right, it's... Oh, do you think that's like some sort of coat hook? Where you'd stick that into the wall and you would hang things up? It's some sort of hook, I think, isn't it? Or am I wrong? Is it, I don't know, something like a car mirror or an automatic gear stick? What do you think?
Manky and I
Yes.
have a sort of mixed bag for you.
Oh, right.
It's something you'd probably be pleased to see, although
Right.
it is broke, and something you don't like.
Right. Oh, so I'll take it. One is a bone or a tooth. What have you got? Oh, that's pretty.
Just washed it off. Look at the colour on that.
Yeah.
Let's see what it's...
I really don't like old teeth. Yuck. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's only the bottom, but it's very pretty.
And just down by my foot, as I come back, I've noticed a very well-rounded piece of pot.
Let's have a look. Oh yes, that's rounded. I can see from here. Very smooth.
It is, isn't it?
Now there's a piece of glass, but that looks rather sharp. This tile is, oh, it's plain white. but it's an old type, well, vintage at least. Over here is this sludgy stuff we get everywhere around here. I think it comes up from the old mine workings because we're actually on the site of an old colliery or coal mine at the moment. And you can see it comes out from the rocks, down the rocks there, and then spludges and then washes away. But I absolutely love poking it. I don't know why, but that makes me happy. Ooh. And there's a lot more along here. Let's have a look. See if there are any poke-worthy bits. Oh, that's looking deeper there. Ooh, yes. Look at that. You can see there the deposit's quite thick as it's coming out of the rock. Right, let's go back in the water. Any excuse. I do love a paddle. Look at the size on that rock. It seems to have snapped away from somewhere. Let's go have a look. Be careful, it's a bit slippery. Whoa, it's huge. That's pretty impressive. Nice of the birds to serenade us. And back onto this rock, which again is a really pretty rock. I love all the shapes and textures of these. Worn and worn over the years. Sorry if it's a bit bumpy. I love the way these are like natural steps. Oh look! It's a little fishing net. You're not going to catch many fish in that, are you? Right, I think we've exhausted this part of the beach. I'll raise my voice because it's a little bit noisy here. We'll carry on down and see if we can find some bricks for Phil. But look at the way the sunlight is dancing on the water there. I hope the camera's picking it up because it is so pretty. Oh, have you found something?
Yeah.
What are you washing?
At first I thought it was a coin, but it's far too thin and very brittle, so I'm just trying to wash it a little. See, it's careful because it's actually cracked. I don't know what it is. It's got a hole through it.
I wonder what that was. Do you know what that is? Is it the lid off some sort of spice jar or an old milk bottle top before they had the foil ones and after they had the cardboard ones? Something like that?
To be honest, when I saw the hole, first I thought it was a coin, then when I saw the hole and the size, I was quite excited.
Yeah, you thought it was a mining tally, did you?
I did. I thought it was a tally from the local colliery because I still have my tally from my colliery because every miner had a tally with their number on it which matched their lamp and their self-rescuer, and we would place the tally on the hook above the lamp and we would hand in then a check to the chap when we went down the pit. And if your tally was still on your lamp, they knew you were underground, you hadn't gone off work. It was a way of having a head count if there was a incident, explosion or other things happening. But the hole is a little bit too low on the circle and I don't think that's gone thin through wear. I think that is that thin.
I think it's some sort of steel or tin or something.
So one day I'll find one, but not today.
It's a bottle. Well, the bottleneck with a bottle top in. Well, I nearly missed that. Glad I found it though. What was that? It's a pottery or a piece of tile? Tile, I think. Oh, that's nice. It's a brown one. It's not as pretty as it could be, or as pretty as some we found, but it's not white. It's like a very rich red brown. I don't think those are lines of a pattern. I think it's... I don't know. Do you think that's patterns or is it where the crazing has got dirty? Let me know what you think in the comments. Ooh, I see treasure. I see a coin. Is it a doubloon? Is it an old sovereign? No, it's a modern 5p. Ooh, the drinks are on me. There's something poking out there. There's a wheel. Oh, I don't know. What do you think? Pushchair? Something like that? Not much left of it though, is there? Poor thing. I found this culvert. Or is it a little hobbit tunnel to their secret village? Let's have a look. Keep your voice down in case there's anything inside, like a troll. Ooh, it's dark. Ooh, it's very dark. No, I'm not going in there. Phil!
Hello.
Do you fancy going into the tunnel?
Right then.
Bye bye, if we never see you again. We like you.
It's very clean, isn't it? Can you pick up the roof there? See, we've got stone up so far, but then the arch is done in brickwork. Oh, there's something on the floor there. It's probably a white stone. See it there? It's very thin. A bit of china. A nice little find to have on the culvert. And very steep and very dark. And a long way from the entrance, so I think we'll be going back. But this goes a long way up there. So I think it's time we headed back. We've got our way out. Because the entrance is about as far away as I would want it to be. So let's head back to the wife. Civilization and daylight. Oh, it's nice to be back in the open space. The gorgeous sunlight. I found the brick.
Ooh.
Don't get too excited.
Ah.
It's not from Tredegar.
Right.
Isn't this a weird mudlark?
Is it?
I am looking for Tredegar bricks. I have walked over 100 Tredegar bricks and left them where they were, and now I need one. I can't find one. What I have here won't be coming home with me today. I'll just be cutching it for another time, because I have one at home. It's the Bristol Brick Company.
Oh, there we go.
But it's encouraging there are bricks here. I just hope they weren't all made in Bristol.
Yeah.
Let's carry on hunting.
This is quite an interesting beach because I've seen a few little bits and pieces that are worth looking at. Well, I hope they're worth looking at. There's this, which I'm assuming is a tile. Do you think that's plain or patterned? Oh, it's green. Oh, that's nice. Nice little surprise there. And I can see already that this has a line of gilding on, so it depends whether you want to count that as patterned or not. And there's another piece here, which is plain. Oh, is that a piece of sea glass too? Or river glass, you don't get sea glass at the river. Yep, it's a piece of river glass. This is something I love. Seeing the way a brick just gets rounded in the water. Oh, that's a nice stone there. Look at the layers in that. Isn't that really pretty? And here's another rounded brick. It's been bouncing around in the river for years. Anything else? Don't forget, shout if you see something. Well, you're not going to miss that, are you? It's a big, huge, heavy plastic thing off those like roadblock things they put up when the council are digging the road up. Barriers, I suppose you call them. Here's an interesting pile of things that must have washed down together. We've got, oh, a very heavy piece of chipboard. I would say that's probably a kitchen work surface. It's so fat. And we got a bit of bike. So there you got the bit of bike, which was at one point purple, and it's still stuck onto the tyre, which was white. Oh, is this something here? No, it's just a piece of wood. Aha! Also, look! What is a mudlark if we don't find ridged pottery?
Guess what I found?
Brick?
No,
Oh.
2 bricks.
Oh!
Now then, this brick got me worried.
Right.
It's another Bristol one.
Oh, again?
Well, I started to panic,
Yeah.
but I was only going to find Bristol bricks.
Right.
Just put that down a moment, but that's not going on with me. But some people may remember when we were on this river last, that rather large piece over there, which is made from the bricks I'm looking for.
Right.
But there's no way I can shift it because
No.
it's massive. And then I found this. It's a bit broke,
Oh, well done.
but that makes it lighter to carry. And look, it's
NCB to
thinner.
Diga, lovely.
It is thinner, isn't it?
It is.
Considerably lighter than the other one. So that is going in the bag. And before you all wander off,
Yep.
where you were stood, as I looked at you, I saw one of our necessary finds for a decent mudlark.
Right, well, we've already found rich pottery. I hope it's not that.
Just there, under the stone you were stood on.
Oh, look, can you
There's a
see?
lovely fossil in the stone, and underneath the stone there's a...
Oh, it's stuck.
gosh, he's jammed.
Yep. It's a ball. Where would a mudlark be without a ball? And look, there. There's a huge fossil running down this rock. Ah, now I think I know what that is. Is that a Yale lock from somebody's front door? I think it is. What do you think? Have I got that right or am I completely wrong? Ooh, it's a big circle or something. Oh. Phil is in the circle of destiny.
Right, Manky and I have set up a game of plain or pattern here on this lovely mossy stone in this gorgeous dappled sunlight. But before we play that game, I have noticed just to your left,
Left,
there's
that way.
on the floor.
On the floor.
As I was setting up, I can see a bit of grass, but it looks like it's patterned on the bottom.
Oh, I can see it. Let's have a look.
Is it pattern or
Oh,
words?
it's words. It's Horlicks. Horlicks. Oh,
What's
just
a Horlicks
Horlicks
jar?
against the bottom of a Horlicks jar. Oh, that's nice. That'll go with the Horlicks bits of mug we've got.
Yes.
Have a Horlicks section.
Yes, we could.
Well spotted.
But we'll have another rummage around here because there might be more bits around, but we'll get this game played, shall we?
So let's have a game of plain or patterned.
Here we go. Your choice, my dear.
Oh, we'll go for this one first, and I'm going for patterned because it's a wavy edge and it's thin. Yep, pretty little flowers, one to me.
Oh, it's like playing against Sherlock Holmes.
It is. This thick one here, oh, I don't know. I'm tempted to say patterned, but I feel I should say plain because I've already done a patterned. Patterned. Oh, I should have gone with plain.
Lovely
One
crazing
fill.
on, isn't
Oh,
it?
yes. It's like,
Quite an old bit.
right, I'm going to go for this, and this I'm going to say, because it's fine, is patterned. Oh, yes, I wonder... No, it's not the same thing. Very pretty, though, and quite unusual. We don't usually find that pattern.
No. Find mainly blue and white.
Right, so I'm going to go for this thick piece, and I'm going for something like blue and white on this. Oh, it's like a buff colour.
I
It's
think
not really
bit of a
patterned.
flagon.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, that would count as plain.
Right, we'll go for this, which seems to have the edge like a bottom of a saucer. It's not fluted on the ends. Patterned. Yes, just big. Oh, I don't know.
suppose it is because it's like an
textured.
emboss in it.
Yes, it's
We'll
embossed.
give you that one.
No,
We'll
what
give-
we give that a fit.
Oh, you're so generous.
I know. Let's have a look at this one. Right. Ooh, now this is a darker pottery. I'm going to go for. Has it got a plain blue stripe? I don't know why I think that. Probably because of the width of this, or is it plain? I'm going for coloured. Oh no, it's patterned. I should have said patterned rather than coloured. So we'll give that one to fit.
Well, I think we'll give you the benefit of the doubt there because you gave me the benefit of the doubt on the
Okay.
other one. So that makes it a bit of a cliffhanger.
Right. Oh, I'm going for patterned. Oh, look.
Oh, it is. It
It's
might be
got-
blue, but it's not boring.
House on there. And the fields, there's a little haystack and some trees. That's very pretty. And the last one, just because it's the last one, I'm going to say patterned. And it's plain.
Oh, it's a draw.
It's a draw. Oh well.
Well, I'd just like to say that may be a draw, but I think that Manky and myself may have won the day.
Oh, right.
Because Manky is so excited. He has stood there all this time and he is hiding what we think will be, even if I find both my bricks, the best find of the day.
Oh, right. Now you got me intrigued. What did Manky find? Oh, oh, oh. It was white. Oh, look. It's Santa. Oh, wow, it's a China Santa. It was painted at one point because there's a bit of green on there. And it's hollow on the bottom. It's not signed or anything, but it's a China Santa. Oh, that is absolutely stunning. Yep, you've won find of the day. I can't top that.
Now, the lovely thing is that we're slightly further downriver, but we did cover this section the day we found the fairy village in the forest above.
Oh, yes.
And then to find a little Santa model today, I thought was really cute.
It was. It's obviously a magical area.
So it may be early, folks, but you heard it here first. A Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'll leave Phil clear it up there because I've looked around and I can see a few bits and pieces. It's what looks like a metal hook here. Yep, that's a metal hook. You might wonder what hang on there. Somebody's best coat? Did they hang their handbag with thousands of pounds in? Or was it just somewhere to hang the tea towel in the kitchen? Let's have a look if there's anything else. We'll try doing this real time. I won't turn the camera off at all. You can see how we're picking things up. Whoop, you'll also see me falling over, which I usually cut out. There's something there. Oh, whoops. I dropped it, which is something else I usually cut out. It's a tile. It's got a really, like a marble pattern on it. That's nice. Right then, where else did I see something? That's the only thing with mudlarking. You look away, it's gone. Looks like I was treading on these ones. Mucky from my wellies. Even got a welly print on it. Right, so that's just a piece of flagon. Let's make a pile. And oh, it's a bit of a cup. Is it? Yep, a bit of a cup. Right, I can see a little bit of metal. This is quite a good place for it. Is that copper? Oh, is it iron? I don't think it's copper. It would be green, wouldn't it? So it's just some sort of steel ring.
Is there a pattern on it?
There's like a line around it, but I don't think it's any sort of interesting metal. What's this? Oh, that's a piece of plastic drain pipe.
Pass the metal up and I'll have a little look through my super loop.
Okie dokie, you have a look and we'll keep looking down on the ground. Ooh, is there anything joined to that arm of sunglasses? Ah, no. Pop that in our pile.
Oh. Oh.
Some ridged pottery that we'll pop there. Right then, what is Phil saying whoa ho ho for?
Because this is not just a ring of metal.
All right.
I don't know if everyone can see through that.
Let's see what we can do here. Oh yes, you can see the pattern.
See the pattern around it?
Hoping you can see it.
It's got a geometric pattern on the edge and it's got some in the middle and it looks to be copper coloured through the dirt.
Right. Oh, that's really
I
interesting.
think that warrants taking home and cleaning up.
Definitely.
It's raised all the way around in the centre. It's definitely a bangle, I would say.
Right. It's a clever little thing. Thank you, Phyllis. What I will do is I'll pop a link to these in the description because you may find one of these really useful for when you're mudlarking. We're finding it useful and it's only the first time we've taken it out. Oh, have you found a Tredegar brick?
No, I got a awful feeling it's another Bristol brick.
Let's have a look.
It's quite worn, but I see the shape of the words.
Yes.
We're in Bristol again.
We're running out of beach area this side. I think we can possibly go a bit further, but not much, so we may not get a Tredegar brick. There's something bright in the water, which I thought you'd like to see. Some people love it when we find a ball, and there's the second ball of the day. It's a strange one, though. It's got little metal bits on it. What's that off? Is that something particular? Surely it's not just a child's ball. Something going on there. You don't think that's off one of those ball things that they used to put across babies' prams, do you?
That's exactly what I was thinking, where they used to put them in a row
Yep.
with elastic and the kid could twang it.
Or did the elastic go through the middle? I wonder.
And they rattled.
Yes, what do you think, everyone? What is that and why are there those bits on the side? Please let me know in the comments because I'm bamboozled.
A teeny weeny float out of a miniature toilet flush.
Oh, it could be a fairy toilet flush. There are fairies around here.
There
We
are
keep
rumoured to
finding
be.
magical things. Hello, Mr. Johnson.
Hello.
What have you found?
Well, in one last desperate attempt to see if I could find the Tredegar brick I was looking for,
Yep.
I headed up to an island above and walked about 10 minutes to get there. And I have found a very interesting brick,
Right.
which was that one. I don't think that's one I have, and it's got something on the back as well.
Ooh,
So it's got a number.
3%, is it? Or 3.25, something like that?
Well, if it says 3/4, that would be very fitting because I also found 3/4 of a brick.
Ah.
And there's enough on there to know.
Pretty,
So I got close, but I'm going to give up now, get back to the garden and get these bricks back with me.
okie dokie.
Let's go back to the garden. Well, here we are, back in the garden, ready to start. Got everything I need, I hope. I've got my water, I've got my cement, I've got my bag of sand, I've got my wall that needs to be surfaced and repaired, and I've got my bricks. I've got some lovely bricks with words like altarine, I love anisthi, and of course Tillery and Wernthie, among so many others. But the big deal for me was getting the 3 Tredegar bricks to go onto this wall. And I've got them. The great news is I've not only got the NCB Tredegar brick, which we just found down at the river, to go with my Tredegar Iron Brick Company brick, which I already had, the TIC, but as well as the 2/3 of a brick for Tredegar, because it was weird that we didn't find a Tredegar brick of all the things. We later went out for a little stroll, walked along the old colliery site at Markham, wondering if we could get to the river. Well, the river wasn't accessible, but as we wandered along there, on the opposite side of the river to where the Markham colliery stood, a colliery that my dad worked in until 1967 when he passed away, look what we found on the floor. A Tredegar brick lying on the floor where reclaimed waste had been used to landscape. So I've got them all. I've got plenty. Now I've got to get busy. Next bit is the boring bit. I'm going to mix up some 3-to-1 mixture so that I can start building the wall. I'll get you back to me when I'm building the wall, but for the moment I'll let you go over to Caroline, who's going to give you that long-awaited roundup and insight to how did our garden grow. See you in a few minutes. Well, here we are. I've got the compo onto the wall, and as you can see, I've decided to incorporate this piece into the wall. We found this in France a couple of years ago, brought it back with us in the car, and we've kept it ever since. And I think it's going to look just beautiful here, and perhaps you can find something then to top it off to give it that real classy look, I hope. But I better get some bricks on here. So I've positioned this so that I get my spacings right. I don't want to come that way and then end up with my end piece hanging over. So let's get laying some bricks. That's my Tredegar Iron Company brick in. Now for my Tredegar brick. In fact, no, I'm going to incorporate my NCB Tredegar brick next. Now the reason I've done that, the reason I chose to do it this way, is because the condition of the bricks and the actual pattern on the bricks I think will run better. And ultimately, it needs to be pleasing to the eye. That's why I'm creating this. I want it to look not only practical, but if possible, beautiful as well. Let's see how it goes. Now the Tredegar brick. Now, where there's a little piece off here, this is going to just take a little bit of cement, and I'll be able to make good on that as well. Well, I'm going to plod on by here, so I'll be back with you in a moment. But perhaps, while I'm doing this, you'd like to have a look at where some of the bricks came from. I'll just show you a little compilation of some of PJ's most enthusiastic brick finds. The man who thought a brick was a brick until he started mudlarking. See you back here in a minute.
Oh, he's down. He's got much longer legs than me, that's why he manages his things much easier. I'd never get down there. Aha! That's well worn. Worthy. Ooh, that's a nice one.
Now, even you've got to admit you can't remember. I usually say, I haven't had down before, and you say, I think we have, but I don't think so.
There we go.
New one?
What have you found?
Look, not a skull.
Mm-hmm.
A skull. Now you said there was a brick.
Yep.
And I just flipped him over, and I put some... See, it's from the Tredegar Brickworks.
Yes.
Which has been gone for decades, if not a century, but see, Tredegar. It's actually a brick out of the Tredegar Brickworks.
Very good.
That was right alongside this river, about a mile up the road.
Right. So somewhere, that's there.
1, 2, and I'd like to say this brick is an engineering brick because it's twice as heavy as this brick, but they've got to be carried.
Dr. Livingstone, I presume.
Living brick. I spotted a brick.
Oh, right, what does it say?
In the dark, but no, it's a baldy one. See, there's marks, but not words.
No, it says Ebru Vale.
What's there?
Yep.
I couldn't see it yet. It's too dark. I found a brick.
Oh, well done.
But I'm going to have to wash it a bit because there's words on it, but I certainly can't read them at the minute.
Right.
But one of them looks like Bristol, so I don't think I've seen it before. Well, here we have it, folks. I mixed up my mix, made my bricks, and the top section of this wall is completed. I've also laid out the other bricks so that you can see some idea of where I'm going with this project, and later when the project's completed, which could be a while because we have to pick the days now, between having the weather to contend with, as well as other responsibilities, video making and the such like. But job underway, and I hope you approve, and I hope you like what I've done. So I'll give you a show of the details now as we have a look at the wall. The bricks have come from so many different places, they hold so many memories, they contain so much history, and using them in this way means that they're in place possibly for long after we've gone. These steps were laid by people before we arrived. I'm doing this job and hopefully it'll still be in place. And maybe it'll spark some other person's interest. Perhaps some child playing in a garden in decades to come will think, I wonder where all those places are. I wonder where the bricks came from. And you never know, long after I'm gone, they may find YouTube and see the wall getting built. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the bricks come from where they first were to where they now find their final, hopefully, useful place. If you did, give us a thumbs up. And don't forget, subscribe, because if you subscribe, it costs absolutely nothing. It simply notifies YouTube that you want to know when we're putting videos out. And if you ding the bell, they'll even send you a notification to that end. But most importantly, till the next time, have fun. Bye.